I recently bought a used 2022 10th gen Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon for $150 used, and it is so good that it has already replaced my Pixelbook Go for my daily web-based productivity needs. Key points. 1. Like most laptops made between 2020 and 2023, you can find this device for a rather low price. Because it is an X1 Carbon, it is more expensive than comparable models in some respects. Accordingly, I would highly recommend you purchase this if you can find one for $250, $300 or less. 2. Also, because this device is an X1 Carbon, the device is virtually immune to the cost-cutting measures that Lenovo has been engaging in across the rest of their ThinkPad lines. 3. After 10 years of iterating, Lenovo has seemingly perfected the X1 Carbon. While not flawless, it does what it is meant to do extremely well. A brief history of the ThinkPad X1 line. X1 line currently includes the Carbon, Yoga, and Fold. Previously, it also included simply the X1, but also the X1 Tablet, the X1 Extreme, X1 Titanium Yoga, and the X1 Nano. A timeline. 2011, there was the first X1 device, the 15-inch X1. 2012, the first 14-inch X1 Carbon. 2016, the first X1 Yoga and X1 Tablet. In 2018, the first X1 Extreme. 2020, the first X1 Nano and the X1 Fold. And in 2021, the X1 Titanium Yoga. All throughout, the longest-lived X1 device is the X1 Carbon with a total, at the time of recording, 13 generations. Specs. On hand is a Gen 10 X1 Carbon from 2022, purchased for $150 used. For CPU, it's an i5 1240p View Pro with 4 hyper-threaded performance cores and 8 efficiency cores. For RAM, it has 8 gigabytes of 5200 megahertz LPDDR5. For GPU, it has the integrated Intel Iris Xe graphics with 80 execution unit. For SSD, it has a 240 gigabyte PCIe 4.0 NVMe SSD. For Wi-Fi, it has Intel Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.0 with the ability to have cellular and 5G sub 6, not as configured. For the display, it has a 14-inch 1920 by 1200 60Hz IPS panel. For webcam, 720p HD IR camera, and Think Shutter. For battery, 57 watt hours. For weight, 2.47 pounds. And for ports, you have 2 Thunderbolt 3, 2 USB-A 3.2 Gen 1s, 1 HDMI 2.0B port, a 3.5mm headphone jack for 1/8 inch TRS, Kensington lock, as well as an integrated nano SIM. Review. Lenovo's 10th gen ThinkPad X1 Carbon is excellent to use. As Lenovo's flagship ThinkPad, this device is largely immune to Lenovo's cost-cutting measures. Accordingly, this is a high-end, ultra-portable device that outpaces most all competitors in the category and maintains much of the je ne sais quoi that gained Lenovo its cult following in their ThinkPad line. Despite its rather pedestrian specs, user experience is far from it, especially if all you'll be doing is standard web and Microsoft 365 based tasks. As such, I highly recommend this device if you can find it for $250 or less. Hardware design review. The 10th gen ThinkPad X1 Carbon maintains many of Lenovo's standard ThinkPad design cues. Red track point and hardware buttons, rubberized coating throughout the device, and a well-executed chiclet style keyboard. The port selection is sensible and should provide all you need. I take issue with placement though, as it does not feature at least one Thunderbolt 4 port on each side. I think, as with many laptops, this is a big miss. Instead, it combines users to only having 2 on the left side of the device. The speakers, mics, trackpad, and matte screen are all fine. Like most ultra-portable ThinkPads, these aspects can be improved upon. However, Lenovo seemingly isn't designing their ThinkPads to be strong multimedia devices, so you can't really knock it from a design perspective, since it's likely by design that they aren't all too great. Unlike the other elements that I've mentioned, speakers, mics, trackpad, you can upgrade the screen to a better panel if desired, although it is quite costly even to do it yourself. The device's form is rather incredible. It is well balanced in terms of weight for a near 2.5 pound device, and the sides are tapered in a very tasteful manner so that they exist solely not to make the device a slab. You'll notice here that the curve and the taper just goes into the bottom of the body. This is on all 3 sides where the tapering exists. It's very, very good in my opinion. That's a good angle. So the tapering, it exists solely not to make the device a slab. Additionally, the carbon fiber and magnesium chassis make it so that this device has near zero deck flex, and that's something that contributes significantly to the premium feel of the device. Conclusion. In the end, the X1 Carbon Gen 10 excels at what it is designed to do. It's not the best all-around laptop, but it is a machine designed for business. As such, I highly recommend that you purchase this device if you can find one in good condition for $250 or less. Hey, looks like you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for that. You can find us here on YouTube and on Instagram as well. Links in the description.